This Friday on You Plug.
Relationships can show you dust, and sometimes when it shows you dust, you need to dust yourself.
Tell him to make you public. Let's see.
Put you on status. When we are on break, what is this thing?
What is this thing?
What do we call this thing?
Yeah, Mara, it doesn't mean if you say it's going to take 2 months, then you will get back to it. Everything will be fine and settled in 2 months.
Even much as you are within a relationship space, you're still an individual. You still need to work through things and comprehend things.
Think through it at that time.
When you're out.
Yeah.
And still come back.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to do it for mental health reasons.
During that break, when you find interest in someone else, what do you...
No, I agree. At some point, I eventually took a break. Yeah. That was a long break. It never went back.
There's no one that calls you baby.
Yeah, you need to learn to stop being called babe. You are Magabongwe. Live with your parents' name. So when we come back, do we start from the scratch?
You start from the scratch, and then you count 1 year anniversary from that date.
Break Time with Mac and Opes.
Hi, friends and family. Thank you. Welcome to You Plug. Welcome to the plug that keeps you plugged in.
Oh, yeah.
My name is Mac. I'm the head and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. I'm the child of the Most High God. Blessed and highly favored, chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a nation belonging to God, to declare the praises of Him who has called me out of darkness into His wonderful light. And thank you for tuning in, family. Please do hit subscribe. Turn on your post notifications. Turn on your post notifications so that every time we post, you are notified of new content.
Yes.
Hey,
you need to
let me catch a breath. Go on.
Oh yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to You Plug. Thank you for passing by. And as Mike have said, hit that subscribe, share our content, engage us. We are more than willing. Yeah. And if you're in the space for the first time, please don't press next.
Yeah.
Just watch. Just hang around with us a bit. Nagi opa wagara malagana ngimnar nom subdo ga dafase wa shadro ga tagas gingigden ga mazul ga mlumla tuturusa ge goble merta batur mor mutul ko madu twani buda komu utare mutu. And welcome to the space, friends. I'm always excited, Meg. I'm always energized to do this thing, man. I'm always awake when I have to do this thing, even if my day is bad. When I come to you,
come here.
Once I say Gumunarin, I'm within the space, Meg. Yeah, guys, we are excited. And without even any wasting time, we're introducing, without further waste of time, we've introduced a topic. Last week we were talking about these dynamics of relationships and the break. How long should a person take before they move on to relationship? Because the relationships can show you dust, and sometimes when it shows you dust, you need to dust yourself and move to the next one when you have taken enough time to rest. And we've engaged. We would like you to check our previous one. Let us know what you think about that. Before we close last week's one, Mac have introduced the topic for this week, right? And we will just engage that briefly.
Before we go in there, I need to clarify this, because I was asked in the comment section whether I'm promoting polyandry.
Please speak to the you pluggers. Respond.
Because the statement that I was making was that I was just generalizing. I was just saying that some people, it happens. It's nothing new. Some people have someone on standby in case this one doesn't work. Then they just jump, because the topic that we're dealing with is how long do you stay single after the breakup?
So you're basically saying some people don't even stay.
They don't even.
They just transition.
They just transition.
I feel.
So I'm not promoting that on You Plug. I was just giving a scenario where that happens. I don't think it's the right thing to do, having two at the same time. In case one doesn't work, then you just transition. So
sure.
To clear the air.
Thanks for clearing the air, Mike. And I think maybe even before we introduce a new topic, while we're still within that, and I'm trying to reflect. I always use my frame of reference. I'm a church person. What used to happen back then in the church, where you will have this kind of, I think part of the reason why we had this kind of problem here, transitioning and a person having more than one, it's within the Christian space, especially from where I come from. You were not allowed to date publicly.
Okay.
And as a result, you especially a brother.
Yeah.
That a brother will have more than one, multiple sisters within the congregation.
And all of them are keeping it private.
All of them are keeping it private, Baba. All of them are keeping it private. And now you see all of a sudden when this guy get married, few others faint within the congregation because they were promised to.
Yeah.
So pastors and our friends in the ministry, please reconsider
If
this thing.
if you had to make your relationship public, how many hearts would be shattered?
Hey.
Are you the only one? I'm talking to you. Are you the only one?
Hey, please respond.
Tell him to make you public. Let's see.
Hey, put you on status. We are kidding. We are kidding. Yeah. But I'm just saying, maybe we, while on the same, on the same topic, I'm just saying, maybe we as church people need to consider, particularly from my context, from African black churches, maybe we need to consider that in terms of dating. Should we really keep it? Because there's a difference between secret and private.
Sure.
Other people keep it secret, not private.
Okay.
Yeah. So guys, it's a conversation for another. If you want us to engage more on this one, please just let us know. Otherwise, we want to skip to this one, Meg. So we have spoken, and we're introducing this topic here
from last week.
From last week. I spoke about sometimes instead of breaking the relationship, maybe you need to consider even taking a break from a relationship and make us.
It's interesting that you are the one who's saying this, because back in the days you were totally against this.
Yeah, no.
My friend wanted nothing to do with breaks.
Nah, it didn't work for me because in my mind I was like, so when we are breaking up, when we are on break, what is this thing?
What is this thing?
What do we call this thing?
So
when we come back, do we start from the scratch or do we take it from where we have left it?
And that's where we're going now.
Kind of.
We're trying to understand this.
Yeah.
This space. Is it even necessary?
Is it even necessary?
Yeah.
Have you taken a break, Mike? Have you ever taken a break? I want to see something. I want to. Not because I have not taken a break. From relationships that I was in. I have not taken a break because I did not believe in break.
No, for me the contrary is true. Is I've done that.
Yeah, you've taken a break.
And I've believed in it, but now I'm like,
now you change. So you and I now are on the opposite.
We're on the opposite ends. When are you believing it? Because you are married now.
Okay. So when are you done? So if you feel like the relationship is becoming toxic, what is your response? Because sometimes a relationship can really be toxic, and not toxic in terms of violence, but it can just be complicated where you need to pause and unwind this thing. What do you call that space? When you just work through it when you are there.
You decide whether you want to work through it or whether you want to come out. This one off in the middle, it's like lukewarm. It's either you're hot or you're cold. This is biblical.
So you say you decide whether you want to be in or you want to be out.
Yeah.
Why so strong about that?
Because I'm saying it's a very confusing space to be in. You're both deciding, okay, we're going to take a break from each other. How long this break is unknown.
You define it. The two of you define it.
Yeah, Margaret, it doesn't mean if you say it's going to take 2 months, then you will get back to it in everything will be fine and settled in 2 months.
You know, for me, I'm just thinking about it, and obviously people will bash because now I'm married.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking, what's wrong with saying, can we just, when you are troubled by something, or if you say, if I give you a call and say, call me in 5 minutes, or whatever, I'm not in a good space now to talk. Give me some time. What's wrong with giving it a break, time frame, and say, hey, let's just talk next week. I need to think through this thing.
This is the thing for me. It's what you guys were in an intimate relationship. You guys have shared this stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Why not? I understand the concept of a break, but where does it leave you? Because during either one of you.
Okay, sure.
During that break, there is that separation, if I may say.
Yeah, sure.
When you see somewhere else, what do you do?
Huh?
When you see somewhere else,
When you see someone else.
someone else, yeah. When you find interest during that break, when you find interest in someone else, what do you?
No,
what do you do?
I gotta. Here's the thing: we need to define what is the break for.
Yeah.
If the break is for us to work through this thing, your focus will be on working through this thing. If you just want the
Work through it apart.
Huh?
Work through it apart.
yourself, because remember,
Okay.
even much as you are within a relationship space, you're still an individual.
Yeah.
You still need to work through things and comprehend things. And I'm just thinking of a space, Meg, where someone will ask you, hey, I need a space, because you said, what do we do in the space? Or what is the break about? If I tell you I need a space, I need to see if I want to still be in this relationship. Does that not deserve a break?
You can't see when you're in it.
Huh?
You can't see when you're in it.
No, I need to separate myself. I need to think as a person, not
think-
for the two of us,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
me and what is good for me.
I hear your point.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's fair.
Yeah, sure.
It's fair. I'm just thinking, okay, rather decide whether you are in it or out of it.
Uh-huh.
And if you're out of it, think through it at that time.
When you're out
Yeah.
and still come back.
And still come back. Yeah.
You see that is even more problematic than break.
That's
That's even more problematic.
No, you.
So when
you are
we start
swallowing
again,
your-
what do we do? When we start again, do we start from the scratch?
You start from the scratch, and then from there you count your 1 year anniversary from that date.
Okay, I hear you.
Why? Or what does it? Okay, I understand you saying that one should define it, but what happens during that time? Give me a practical example of what it looks like.
No, I mean, obviously there's no, you can really define what you want it to look like. You can decide, you know what, give me a space. If you want to define it in terms of time frame, can we talk next week, or can we talk next month? I just need to clear my mind and see if I still want to be in this relationship. So you're asking what is happening in this during that time. To what? To me as a person, or to the relationship? I think we have put it on hold. We have putting it on hold.
We put the relationship on hold.
I put a relationship on hold, and I'm saying we will come next week, and look, it needs to be a mutual thing, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking, sometimes you have to do it for mental health reasons. If you feel like this thing is toxic, it's just too much dust. You don't even understand. You have lost yourself even in this space.
This is my thing.
Yeah, sure.
During the relationship, you have been thinking about this.
You have been thinking about?
If it's a toxic space, it's something that has been playing in your mind. You have been analyzing,
Sure.
and you have been thinking through it. So for me, it's like, obviously, it's hey. This thing is
No, I want to tell you that I fully agree.
Yeah.
I hear you. I understand the complexity.
Yeah.
Because remember, Lina, I was there. I was just that I was stubborn during my dating time. I was like, it's either we are in it or not. Kind of
Because-
vibe. Because it's
I also feel like I mean you'll correct me if you're wrong, and this is why
there's
I'm here.
no right or wrong. You plug us.
I'm here to be a student, but
You plug
if
us.
you practice this breaking thing, practice makes perfect.
Oh yeah, sure.
What do you do when you're married and you feel like it's a toxic space?
You still need a space in marriage
Yeah.
to think through things.
What does that space look
Huh?
like?
If-
I understand that.
I mean, obviously, this is a very sensitive topic. It depends on the nature of the of conflict within the space. If it's a very toxic space, then would advise you to, if you still want to be in it, if you can take a break while you are apart, especially when it has become physical and abusive. We can put you aside, away from a space where you will feel safe, because safety first.
Sure.
And individually, the two of you need to decide whether this thing is going to work or not. But you will still need space, even within a marital space.
And I mean, as you speak like this, and as I reflect, back to the conversation that we had the other time,
Yeah, sure.
sometimes we struggle to live alone, so we can't think of ourselves outside of the context
Yeah,
of
sure.
the relationship. And I think that's where
Yeah, sure.
I perhaps am finding myself in that struggle. That
Yeah, sure.
What happens? Like who am I when there's a break?
Yeah, sure.
What do I?
You need to learn to.
There's no one that calls you baby.
Yeah, you need to learn to
say
stop
my
being
honey.
called babe. Stop this babe and laugh. Yes, you are Magabongwe. Live with your parents' name. The name that your parents gave you. If you're on a break, ladies, when you greet him, just say hi, Meg. Hi, babe. Hi, what? Just call. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but I mean I understand the struggle. That's the reality. And even from where I am standing and I'm saying break is necessary, I still acknowledge I have not even fully figured out how will it look like when we are on break. But what I can think of immediately, and maybe that's where even you pluggers come in, but for me what I can think of immediately is let's define that break. Let's not just leave each other hanging. Let's say we're taking a break. How long is this break going to be? And in fact, because of this, and I'm reflecting back on my own relationship. I at some point I eventually took a break.
Okay.
That was a long break. It never went back. honest.
That's usually the case.
Yeah, no, it didn't go back because we didn't define it. Yeah. We did not say when we're on break what is it that we are working on. Yeah. It was just a break. It was just like I'm actually tired. Let's just wait. So that's what I'm saying. I think that break was necessary, but also we did not. I did not define what did that break look like previously. To say this is the break. How does it look like? What does it entail? What do we do when we are in this space? Just give it a time frame and explain what is it that you want the two of you to work on, or what is it that you as a person want to work on as it relates to this relationship.
Sure. No, that's good, and I agree. Don't take a break because you want to work on other things.
Yeah, sure.
But it should be on the.
It should be on this relationship.
Not because you want to. Well, I mean, at the end, I mean, it's up to you. Sometimes you take a break because you want to focus on studies.
But
I don't think that is. I don't.
Yeah, no. I want to study. I want to take a break. Yeah, no, that's a different level of break that I'm not sure. And that's the break that some you pluggers, especially the younger you pluggers, are going through. Hey, I need to focus on my exams. I need to focus. It's busy at this. We will leave that to.
That's where it starts. It's not you. It's me.
So, guys, we're going to leave this conversation right there. If it's toxic, I mean, you have heard in the beginning we have different worldviews. Maybe now it sounds like we are coming together, but we still hold our own different perspectives, and we think. I think the same applies to you, pluggers. Let us know, what do you think about break? Have you ever been on a break? How did you go back? How did that break look like? Please plug us.
Did you find someone else during the break?
That's a possibility too. Please plug us in, you pluggers. We would love to hear from you.
Sure.
Thank you again for tuning in. Thank you for joining. Don't forget again, subscribe, like, share, engage our content. Ask your friends to subscribe to our content too. Sure. And also, you will always see the last picture on this on this video. It will be our merchandise. So please do get our merchandise to support what we are doing. We will really appreciate that. With that being said, remain plugged, remain connected from the two of us.
Yes.
Ciao.
This production was brought to you by Imago Dei Media.